when a gunman opened fire with an AR-15 at a large high school in South Florida. The 17 dead included students and school workers, young and old. Here is a look at some of those who lost their lives in the massacre at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Coach and security monitor. This photo taken from the Facebook page of Aaron Fesh shows him with an unidentified girl. Fesh, a football coach at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, was fatally shot when former student Nicholas Cruz opened fire at the school on Wednesday, Feb. 14, 2018. Facebook via app. The Associated Press assistant football coach Aaron Fesh was shot to death while selflessly shielding students from bullets. A tweet from the school football program ended, "He died a hero and he will forever be in our hearts and memories." Fesh graduated from the school in 1999 and worked mainly with the junior varsity, the team website said. It said he lived in nearby Coral Springs with his wife and daughter. The team website said Fesh spent his entire coaching career at Marjory Stoneman after playing there as a student. Related, he died a hero. Assistant football coach among the dead. The Sun-Sentinel reported that Fesh, acting as a school security guard, responded to the original call on a school walkie-talkie. Someone on the radio asked if loud sounds they heard were firecrackers, said football coach Willis May, who also carries a radio. "I heard Aaron say, 'No, that is not firecrackers. That's the last I heard of him,'" May said. "Friend won't get to say I graduated high school." This undated photo shows Joaquin Oliver, known by his nickname, Guac Oliver, a student at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, was killed when former student Nicholas Cruz opened fire at the school on Wednesday, Feb. 14, 2018. Courtesy of Tyra Hemmons via app. The Associated Press. Joaquin Oliver was known by his nickname, Guac, short for guacamole, because many couldn't pronounce his first name. "My friend will literally never get to say I graduated high school," said Tyra Hemmons, a 19-year-old who said she had been friends with Oliver since they were freshmen. Hemmons said she last saw her friend at school the day of the shooting. "It was just a brief happy Valentine's," she said. "He was with his girlfriend and I was just like, oh my god, you guys are so cute," she added. "He's just a goofball. He's the only kid you'd know that would dye his hair bleach blonde, walk around school, put some tiger stripes in and just be unique. He was a unique soul. Athletic director was just amazing." This undated photo shows Chris Hickson, the athletic director at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Hickson was killed when former student Nicholas Cruz opened fire at the school on Wednesday, February 14, 2018. Susan Stocker, South Florida Sun-Sentinel via app. The Associated Press. A married father of two and the athletic director at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, Chris Hickson wasn't shy about jumping in wherever he was needed, said friend and one-time colleague Diane Sanzari. Hickson belonged to a Roman Catholic church in Hollywood. The Archdiocese of Miami confirmed his death Thursday. Where volleyball team needed a fill-in coach, Hickson took over. The same thing happened with a wrestling team, Sanzari said. And when the school needed someone to patrol the campus and monitor threats as a security specialist, Hickson did that too. It was in that security role that Hickson apparently came within range of the shooter. An angel taken away from U.S. A former student opened fire at a Florida high school Wednesday, killing at least 17 people and injuring at least 15 more. Meadow Pollock's parents called her phone repeatedly only to hear it ring as they kept an anxious vigil outside the hospital. But on Thursday, her father, Andrew Pollock, confirmed that his daughter was among the dead, the Palm Beach Post reported. 18-year-old Pollock, a senior, had planned to attend Lynn University. Her father said, "Her life was taken way too soon and I have no words to describe how this feels." Friend I love Ito posted on Facebook. Family friend Adam Schachtel said in a Facebook post that an angel was taken away from us in that horrific tragedy. No words can be said, so just prayers and sadness. Victim's family, Live for Alyssa, an amateur soccer club, said one of its players, Alyssa Al-Hadef, was among the students killed in the mass shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Parkland Soccer Club posted on its Facebook page that Al-Hadef was a loved and well-respected member of our club and community. The club posted a note it said was from her family, which read, "To Alyssa's friends, honor Alyssa by doing something fabulous in your life. Don't ever give up and inspire for greatness. Live for Alyssa. Be her voice and breathe for her. Alyssa loved you all forever, only sadness. 14-year-old Elena Petty was among those who died in the shooting. Great Aunt Claudette McMahon Joshi confirmed in a Facebook post, "There are no hashtags for moments like this, only sadness," she wrote, asking people to lift up Petty's family in prayer. Petty attended a local Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Petty was a valiant young member of the Coral Springs Ward. Church leader Stephen E. Thompson wrote in an update. Geography teacher helped students. Students said geography teacher Scott Beigel, 35, helped them enter a locked classroom to avoid the gunman and paid for the brave act with his life. "If the shooter would have come into the room, I probably wouldn't be speaking to you now," student Kelsey Friend told Good Morning America. Friend said when she heard gunshots and realized it wasn't a drill, she followed other students toward the classroom. Beigel unlocked the door and let us in, she said. "I thought he was behind me, but he wasn't. When he opened the door he had to relock it so we could stay safe, but he didn't get a chance to." Student Bruna Oliveda said she saw Beigel blocking the door. "I don't know how we're alive," she said. 4-year-old looked out for underdogs. This undated photo provided by Abby Euclid shows her niece, Jamie Gutenberg. Gutenberg was a student at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, and was killed when former student Nicholas Cruz opened fire at the school Wednesday, Feb. 14, 2018. Abby Euclid via The Associated Press. 9th grader Jamie Gutenberg, 14, loved to dance and hoped to become an occupational therapist and mother. Aunt Abby Euclid said, "She always looked out for the underdog and the bullied, and she probably had been kind to the former student who shot her," Euclid said in a written statement sent to the Associated Press. Gutenberg leaves her parents, Fred and Jennifer Gutenberg, and brother Jesse. Her father said in a Facebook post that he is trying to figure out how my family gets through this. Euclid called for gun control legislation, saying Jamie's parents were the world's most loving and overprotective parents, but they could not protect Jamie from the sickness that has gripped our country. Balloons for the victim's shooting. Victim Martin Duke was one of Isaac Bryany's best friends. "He was like one of the nicest people I knew," said Bryany, 15. "He was so caring." Bryany said he last saw Martin the day of the shooting during first period. "We were just playing around, talking about jokes and stuff," said Isaac, who was outside the school Thursday with others holding a group of white balloons for the victims. On Instagram, Miguel Duke wrote that words can't describe the pain of losing his brother. He added, "I love brother Martin, you'll be missed, buddy. I know you're in a better place. Duke's forever, man. I love you, Junior. R.I.P. Martin Duke." Freshman color guard member. This photo taken from the Facebook page of Sean Malone. Reader Sherlock shows an undated photo of her niece, Gina Montalto, a student at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Montalto was killed when former student Nicholas Cruz opened fire at the school Wednesday, February 14, 2018. Facebook via The Associated Press. Shooting victim Gina Montalto was a 14-year-old freshman who participated on the Winter Color Guard squad at the school. Friends and relatives posted tributes on Facebook, including mother Jennifer Montalto. "She was a smart, loving, caring, and strong girl who brightened any room she entered. She will be missed by our family for all eternity," said the post. One of Montalto's color guard instructors from middle school, Manuel Miranda, told the Miami Herald that Montalto was the sweetest soul ever. "She was kind, caring, always smiling and wanting to help," Miranda said. Swimming scholarship winner. This selfie photo taken from a Facebook page shows Nicholas Dwore, who was a student at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Dwore was killed when former student Nicholas Cruz opened fire at the school Wednesday, Feb. 14, 2018. Facebook via The Associated Press. Nicholas Dwore had committed to swim for the University of Indianapolis. The college announced Thursday that the senior was among those killed in the mass shooting at his high school. In a statement, UND swimming coach Jason Haidt called Dwore an energetic and very vibrant kind who cheered for his soon-to-be university during a swimming meet last month. "I spoke with his mom this morning, and she reiterated the fact that he was really looking forward to this next step in his life and becoming a hand," said Haidt. He really felt like he had a family in the team, and was really excited about what we're doing up here. ROTC student Peter Wang, a 15-year-old ROTC student at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, wasn't interested in status but wanted to help others, relatives said. A cousin, Aaron Chen, told the Miami Herald that Wang was last seen holding a door open so others could get away from the gunman. Friends and relatives first thought Wang was just missing and checked with area hospitals. They later found out he had been killed. He wasn't supposed to die, Chen told First Coast News. Family searched hospitals, and then. This undated photo made available by Joan Cox shows her nephew Luke Hoyer. Hoyer was a student at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Fla. He was killed when former student Nicholas Cruz opened fire at the school Wednesday, Feb. 14, 2018. Joan Cox via The Associated Press. 15-year-old Luke Hoyer was a loving, sweet person who loved basketball and smiled all the time. His aunt Joan Cox said, "He was just a good kid. Very loving and just enjoyed life," said Cox, of Greenville, South Carolina. She said Luke's parents, Gina and Tom Hoyer, searched from the sun at hospitals before finally going to the Law Enforcement Command Center, where they eventually learned he had died. "It's just a terrible thing," said Cox, who said the family, including Luke's older sister Abby and brother Jake, spent Christmas with her and other family in South Carolina. "We just all pretty much can't get over it." National Merit semi-finalist among victims Carmen Shentrup was a smart girl with a sweet smile. In September, she was named one of 53 National Merit Scholarship Program semi-finalists in the county, and a classmate tweeted, "We all praised for her intelligence." Cousin Matt Brandau posted on Facebook that the 16-year-old visited Washington State recently and said she wanted to go to the University of Washington. He asked, "You like the rain?" She answers, "I hate sweating in the humid Florida weather." Brandau wrote, "That's when I knew you were perfect for Washington." Reserved and academically relentless Helena Ramsey was soft-spoken, but also smart and a go-getter, her cousin Stephanie Cooper said Thursday. The 17-year-old junior especially loved hanging out with friends and family, and for this to happen is heartbreaking, Cooper said. Although somewhat reserved, she had a relentless motivation towards her academic studies, and her soft, warm demeanor brought the best out in all who knew her. Another relative, Curtis Page Jr., wrote on Facebook, "She was so brilliant and witty, and I'm still wrestling with the idea that she is actually gone," he wrote. She would have started college next year. Memorial for band member trombone and baritone player Alex Schachter was a sweetheart of a kid, according to a social media post by father Max Schachter. In honor of his 14-year-old freshman son, Schachter wrote on a GoFundMe page that he was starting a scholarship fund to help other students experience the joys of music as well as fund increased security at schools. The message said, "Please help keep Alex's spirit alive." Relatives of victim absolutely gutted. Cara Logren, 14, was an excellent student who loved the beach and her cousins, according to her family. An aunt, Lindsay Fontana, wrote on Facebook, "I had to tell my 8-year-old daughters that their sweet cousin Cara was killed in the shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School yesterday. We are absolutely gutted. While your thoughts are appreciated, I beg you to do something," she wrote. "This should not have happened to our niece Cara, and it cannot happen to other people's families." Logren's neighbor posted a picture of her cheering on a young boy riding a bike with training wheels. "Rip Cara," Danny Vogel wrote, "and fly with the angels. You'll be greatly missed, and we will always love you and celebrate your beautiful life." Reeves reported from Birmingham, Alabama. Contributing to this report were Tammy Weber in Chicago, Rebecca Boone in Boise, Idaho, and David Porter in New York, Gully Kennedy in Parkland, Florida, Michael Hill in Albany, New York, and Amanda Lee Myers in Los Angeles.